Let me ask you something. How many times have you said or thought, I don't have any power at work? Nobody listens to me. Maybe you're not the CEO. You're not the final decision maker. You're not even a vice president yet. And because of that, you've convinced yourself that you are powerless. Here's what I'm going to tell you today. That's a lie. And it's not your lie. It's a lie we've all been fed. A lie rooted in whitewashed history, in systems that were built without us in mind, in rhetoric that says, you don't belong here. But here's what I want you to know. Black women have been integral to everything, from biblical times to industrialization to boardrooms we walk into today. And even though we know this intellectually, we have still adopted the narrative that we don't have any power. And that's bullshit. I'm Dr. Nicole Bryan, and today I am breaking down the 4 types of power that you already have, whether you're an individual contributor, a manager, or a vice president. And I'm going to challenge you to stop obsessing over the power that you don't have and start leveraging the power that you do. All right, let's go. Now, before we talk about power, we need to talk about the narrative. Black people have been written out of history, literally, right? White historians, white institutions, white media have rewritten the story to erase our contributions. And yet, there is evidence, undeniable proof that we've played integral roles in everything: medicine, science, technology, business, leadership, from ancient Egypt to NASA's Hidden Figures to today's Fortune 500 boardrooms. We've been here and we have been essential. But here's what's happened. We have actually internalized the rhetoric. We've adopted the belief that the system wasn't built for us, so we don't have any power in it. And listen, I'm not saying that the system was built for us. It wasn't. The system was designed to exclude us, to exploit us, and to keep us out. But that doesn't mean that you are powerless within it. You are working in organizations, some that are local, some that are global, some that are nonprofits, some that are for-profits, but some that operate in every corner of the world. Even in predominantly Black countries, the leadership is often white expats. The rules, the culture, the norms, they're all rooted in Western whiteness. And so we walk into these spaces believing, I don't have any authority. I'm not the decision maker and I don't have any power. But that is wrong. You do have power. You always had power. You just haven't been taught to see it or to use it. So let's redefine what power actually is. Now, most of us think power means I'm the CEO. I'm the one that makes the final call. I control the budget. I hire and fire. That's one type of power, and it's called positional power. And yes, it's real. But here's what they don't teach us in business school or leadership programs. There are 4 types of organizational power, and you don't need a C-suite title to access them. And today I'm going to walk you through all 4 of them. And as I do, I want you to ask yourself, which one of these do I already have? And how can I use it more to my benefit? Because the moment that you recognize your power and learn how and when to wield it, everything changes for you. Okay, so here are the 4 types of power. Power number 1, legitimate power. Now, this is the power that comes from your position, your title, your role, your place on the org chart. If you're a team lead, a manager, a director, a vice president, a senior vice president, you have legitimate power. Your title gives you the authority to make decisions within your scope, to guide your team's direction, to influence outcomes, to represent your department. Now, here's where Black women trip up. We downplay the titles that we actually do have. We'll say something like, I'm just a manager, or I'm just a senior analyst. And we've got to stop that. That just does not belong before your title. Now, the benefit of having legitimate power is that it gives you a clear platform to influence and make decisions. But the downside of it is that if you only rely on your title and you don't build personal influence, people won't respect you and they'll just comply. And compliance is not the same as buy-in. You need to own your title, but use the authority it gives you and stop shrinking. Power number 2, expert power. Now, this is the power that comes from what you know, your skills, your expertise, your deep knowledge in your field. Are you the go-to person for data analysis, for project management, for navigating compliance, for understanding the customer journey and understanding the customer better than anyone else? That's expert power. As Black women, we excel here. We go deep. We become subject matter experts. And that expertise, it gives you influence. Now, when people need you, when they can't move forward without your input, you have power. Some of the pros of expert power is that it earns you respect. You earn credibility. It makes you indispensable. But a con is you get pigeonholed. People start seeing you only as the Excel expert or the compliance person. And if you're not careful, they'll take advantage of your expertise without giving you credit or giving you that promotion. Your move is to share your expertise strategically. Mentor others, but also protect your knowledge. Don't give it all away for free, and make sure your expertise is visible to decision makers. Power number 3, reverent power. This is the power that comes from who you are as a person. The respect, the trust, and admiration that people have for you, not because of your title, but because of your character, your authenticity, your leadership presence. When people say, I trust her, I'd follow her anywhere, she's got integrity, that is reverent power. Now, this is tied to your personal leadership brand. And if you want to know more about personal leadership brand, let me know in the comments and I'll make a whole separate video on it. Here's the beauty of reverent power for us as Black women. You don't have to be loud to have it. You build it through consistency, empathy, authenticity, and showing up as your full self. Some of the pros of having reverent power is that it creates strong relationships and loyalty. People actually want to work with you. Now, a con is that it can be fragile. One misstep, one decision that goes against your values, and it erodes quickly. Your power move here is to lead authentically. Be consistent, build trust, and protect your reputation like it's currency, because it is. Power number 4, informational power. Now, this is the power that comes from what you know that others don't. Things like industry trends, customer insights, data, internal intel, strategic knowledge. Knowledge is power here, and access to information, that is your leverage. If you're the person who knows what the executive team is prioritizing or understands the market better than anyone else, or maybe you have the relationships that give you insider knowledge, or maybe you're the person who stays ahead of industry trends, you have informational power. And here's the thing, this type of power doesn't require a title. An administrative assistant who knows how the CEO thinks, she or he has informational power. A junior analyst who tracks emerging tech better than the chief technology officer, informational power. The pro of informational power is that it lets you influence decisions based on valuable insights. A con is that it requires constant updating. If you stop learning, if you stop networking, if you stop staying informed, your power diminishes. So your move here is to stay curious, build strategic relationships, share information selectively and strategically, and position yourself as the person who knows. Now that we've gone through these 4 powers, here's the shift that I want you to make. Stop complaining and worrying about the power that you don't have. Start leveraging the power that you do have. Sure, you might not be the CEO. Maybe you don't control the budget. Maybe you don't have a say in the final decision, but you do have a title, which gives you legitimate power, expertise, which gives you expert power, relationships and trust, which give you reverent power, and knowledge and insight, which gives you informational power. That is more than enough to influence outcomes, to advance your career, and to lead effectively. The system was not built for us, okay? But we are still here and we are still powerful. Your job is to recognize which types of power you already have. Your job is to strengthen the ones you are underusing. And your job is to use them strategically to create the career and the impact that you desire. Lady leader, let me leave you with this. You are not powerless. You never were. The narrative that you don't belong, that you don't have authority, that you're at the mercy of a system that wasn't built for you, that's designed to keep you small. But you're not small. You are powerful. Now go use it. Drop a heart in the comments and let me know which of these 4 types of power resonates with you the most. Is it expert? Is it reverent? Is it informational? Is it legitimate? Or maybe it's more than one, and that's perfectly okay too. Subscribe and hit the bell because new videos are released every Thursday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if this content, if this topic resonated with you, share it with another Black woman leader who needs to hear this today. Leadership is life, and your power, it's already yours. I'll see you next week.